Good morning, everyone. This is Gaganjeet Singh. I'm Customer Success Manager at WAF, and WAF is the official alumni engagement partner of ASM Group of Institute. I welcome you all to today's webinar organized by the Student Alumni Relationship Cell of ASM Group of Institutes. And we have the eminent alumnus from the ASM Group, that is Mr. Manish Takare. He's currently working as Business Development Manager at Newsoft Technologies. Before we start our webinar, I would like to introduce Manish. Uh, so Manish is having a very interesting background. So there's a reason we are doing this webinar, especially for all the students, so that you can actually look at to him. You can listen to him, like what his experience was, how he actually grew up from the background of from techie to become operations, to get into operations and then get into business development. He will be sharing his journey experiences. This happy news for you guys too. And please, I request everyone to have this to make this session interactive. Ask as many as questions you have. We also have on panel the executive members of Student Alumni Relationship Cell. That is Shovik, Priyal, Ankit, Akhila, and Sakshi. And I would like to thank Sakshi for organizing this amazing webinar and inviting Manish to give back to his institution once again. Right. So Manish is having a bachelor's degree in computer science. That is from Dr. Baba Saheb Ambedkar Marathwada University, followed by like he once he passed out from there in 2012. He came to ASM Group of Institutes and pursued postgraduate, that is Master of Computer Science with grade A, and passed out in 2014. After passing out from ASM Group, he joined Concentrix as operations specialist. And right after that, he was appointed as operation executive at Stuba, followed by he pursued his journey towards business development. He became business development consultant, and not only consultant, he was heading the business development at Sensio Technologies. And after working at Sensio Technologies, he took charge of business development at NXG Labs Private Limited, and followed by currently working with Newsoft Technologies. It is a CMMI level 5 organization, and he's working as business development manager over there. So without further ado, I request Manish to please come forward, take this platform, and go ahead with your webinar.
Good morning, all of you. Hi, Gaganjit.
Hi Manish, how are you? I welcome you to today's webinar and thank you so much for taking your time. That too on a weekend. I know, like for IT field, a weekend is something, a Saturday where everybody tends to join. But you
Yeah, yeah,
chose
yeah.
to give back to your institution and you are here for your students, for your juniors. Thank you so much for
Right.
joining.
Thank you, Sakshi. And I hope all of you doing the well and be safe. Stay healthy. This is my first incident with you. Those Gaganjit already share my background. What about exactly I did in my past career and in my education sector. But I just want to add a one-up point is there. In 10th, I already failed 2 times in the 10th in the math. So after that, my family was telling that you can't do anything and so etc etc. So I was joined like did my graduation in bachelor of computer science from Aurangabad University with the 71%. After that, there is no option to come at Pune, so I came into Pune, and I feel lucky to join as a ASM group because I have learned lot of things. There is too much cooperative staff and all these things. So because I was studied into the college located in front of the Tata Telcos, and I think there is recently the college is shifted into the like a change order. So when I was studying in the ASM group of college, and that time there is a lots of things because we don't know where to go, what to do, and I'm from technical background. So I definitely tried in the IT sector, but unfortunately I didn't get any chance to showcase my technical skill and technical things. I did my like certification in the software testing as well, but unfortunately, I didn't get any jobs. I have started my career into the back office like a business development. It's an operation executive. You can just say that the Amazon process. So I was working as an email and chat process. So one up and a half year I already worked with the Amazon, and then I like tried to shift into the IT. But still, I didn't get any chance, and I have like a skill of the presentation skill and multitasking skill. So that time, parallelly, I was like finding some other job. So I joined the Stuba. It's a kind of hospitality management system. So that time we are coordinating with the client, with the customer, B2C, B2B. So I get a idea. I got a idea what exactly we can do and what is my potential. So I have started my career into the business development. So I thought, ki, why not we'll start into IT, because I already belonging from the IT background. So I joined as a like a Sensio Softcon as a business development head and consultant. So that time I don't have what is the exact role into business development. There is a in business development, when you are talking about the business, there are lots of things that come like sales and marketing, lead generation, business development, sales executive, senior manager, VP, director. There is a multiple roles. Client success account manager. This is a multiple role comes under into the business development. But when I joined, so I can start learning from the business development. So I have started like for example, how to bid, how to generate a business from the international market as well as the domestic market, how to deal with the like how to crack with the domestic market, where to find the lead. First of all, when I was joined as a Celsius Opcon, it's a small scale up and startup organization. So that time I decided to start from the basic things. So I am just targeting to the manufacturing companies, basic line, those who want to develop their website, their applications, and kind of such of the small things. So in that time, so I within a 7 to 8 month, I already given a business like 15 to 70 lakhs to the census of. This is the huge achievement for me. And I'm frankly speaking, I'm totally from Marathi background, and I don't have that much of confidence and communication skill as well. But those are means, for example, this is my failure, you can just say that this is my drawbacks, but I'm still working on that, how to resolve it. But when I joined as a sales executive, sales background, business development, so that time I'm coordinating with the customer, so I'm getting the too much confidence how to crack with them, how to deal with them. So arranging the meeting, like going right to their office and taking the requirements and all these things, because I have some technical background, so I have knowledge about the technical things, like what is the if they want to develop an application, so what is the front end, what is the back end. So this is a huge opportunity for me to showcase and do a career in business development things. So when I was so after that I try to like always everyone is looking for the better salary, because end of the month we don't think the company and organization and everything, because we are just working for the money. So I try to I'm just trying to NHG Lab, and I have joined as a NHG Lab as a business development executive over there. And they give me a good opportunity, and I'm the leading the team of the like lead generation as well as the business development. So there is a two things in the business development. There is a sales and business development. Totally are both of the different things. Business development is totally different, and sales is totally different. But in India, we follow as a business development as a sales guy, and sales guy as a business development guy. Because some of the small scale organization, they follow like a business development, and sales guy will be like a leading all these things like a lead generation, client calling, cold calling, meetings plus presentation, demos, all things will be managed by the single person. So this is the overall scenario we'll follow in the Energy Lab. So after that I was trying to, why will not try into international market, because because it's my learning phase. I'm frankly speaking, I don't have that much of experience in that things. So I try to there is a lots of portal like Upwork, Guru, Freelancer, People Per Hour. There is a lots of bidding portal where I have registered myself, and I'm just starting to how to get a project, because no one will be guiding with me to what is the exact things and what. So I on that time I'm starting the using the LinkedIn. So now right now currently I have 10,000 plus connection in LinkedIn. So there is a huge market already cover up and captured by the for the these things, business development things. So international market, domestic market, HR, CTO, CXO, CIO, HRBP manager, all kind of things already connected with us, and I'm just dealing with them for the related to business things. So there is a two types of things where you can follow like a business development and sales. Sales means you, if it is a ready-made product, you can just sell it out into things. And business development is called as like you are just focusing on the summarizing the ideas, initiative, and activities that help to the organization business better. And the second thing is that, for example, in terms of the sales and business development, the sales is directly focusing on the customer, and the business development will be focused on the channel partner. After that, there will be a hierarchical structure will follow like after that the customer. So for example, most of the guys are fresher, and those are who want to do a career in business. There is a huge good opportunity in the market. There is a lots of opportunity in the market for the business development. And trust me, guys, this is not a called as a sales job. Means you are going to the door to door selling services. It is a totally purely professional services where you are going only for the decision makers. Those are decision maker in the particular organization. You are going with them and we are meeting with them and you are giving your presentation and all kind of thing. It's a total free professional kind of services. So and definitely there is a not like for example हम जो बोलते हैं कि front bencher and back bencher. So that time I'm the back benchers, and this thing happened with me. I'm starting my career with the small startup and small scale company. After that, after the 2 to 3 years, I got a good opportunity and working with the Neosoft as a CMLL for your organization, where I can learning most of the things. Though those are I don't know कि how to do the business, like a channel partner क्या होते हैं, उनके साथ कैसे deal करना है, how to present, how to represent, joining the webinar, जो भी हमारे रहते हैं events वगैरह उसमें joining करना है, उसमें कैसे वो interact करते हैं. So these things are learning from this organization. So each and every organization will give us a chance to learn something, improve yourself, and like showcase your skills. So now जो हम जो बोलते हैं कि in this pandemic there is a lots of losses due to the business, but I'm frankly speaking I already achieved my target in the sense I don't have that much of target कि मनीष आपको ये करना ही है नहीं तो आपको फायर किया जाएगा. This not like that. Sales person is the key like a key person in the business, because जो भी अगर सेल्स पर्सन नहीं होता है, एज अ बिजनेस डेवलपमेंट नहीं होता है, तो ऑर्गेनाइजेशन ग्रो ही नहीं कर पाएगी. So I saw in this overall pandemic there is a lots of hiring only for the business development guys, most of the, and they are offering the good packages. I really like I tell you to one guys, you can just start your career with the startup. There is a not and don't expect more money. You can just learn things. What is the business development, where to start, and what is it? What is exactly the sales role? You can just learn how to generate the leads kahan se aate hain, because most of the leads will come from the LinkedIn is one of the best platform where you can do your business. So LinkedIn है, जैसे कि उधर मैंने आपको बोला है कि there is a lots of portals, freelancer portals है जहाँ से आप business generate कर सकते हो. You can just target with the international market. If you don't have any experience with the how to deal with the international market, you can just connect with the international companies, international customers, and there you are just start to interacting with them. So you will get the idea, you will get the confidence, because no one will learn from जो अपन बोलते हैं कि माँ के पेट से कोई सब सीख के नहीं आता है. So that time आपको ही करना है, आपको ही करके देखना है, आपको कोई ऐसा स्पून फीडिंग करने का तो आने वाला नहीं है. तो आप जो है आपका करियर वहां से सेल्स से या बिजनेस डेवलपमेंट से स्टार्ट कर सकते हो. जो भी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन है वहां भी कुछ कंपनीज होते हैं जो सैस पे काम करती है, कुछ प्रोडक्ट पे काम करती है, कुछ सर्विसेज सेल आउट करती है. तो बी टू बी टू सी ये जो चलता रहता है, बिजनेस टू कस्टमर, बिजनेस टू बिजनेस. सो दिस इज द काइंड ऑफ मॉडल इन द सेल्स वी फॉलो. सबसे पहले और आपका ग्रूमिंग स्किल भी अच्छा होना चाहिए व्हेन वी आर गिविंग टू रिप्रेजेंट टू योर कंपनी. सो दैट टाइम द सेल्स पर्सन इज द फेस ऑफ योर ऑर्गेनाइजेशन. If I'm like showing ki yes I'm going as a very dull person in front of the like presentator, so that time it is not a impressive things. So आपको ये भी मेंटेन रखना है कि your like your grooming style, your hair style, your beard style, all kind of thing will be it will be matter for the salesperson. And there is a like a you can just say there's a bidding portal. There is a 5 to 8 bidding portals. You can just register over that from today. You can just register over that. You can just start with the what kind of project over there. You can just start the bidding over there. Bidding in the sense of like, for example, there is a lots of customer, lots of data customer comes in the bidding portal. They are just putting their requirement. You can just bid on that requirement and showcase what exactly you can do. You can prepare your company website or company presentation. Otherwise, what exactly you are learning from your organization. So this is the beneficial and learning point of view for the bidding portal. After that, secondary point of view, you can just use as a LinkedIn. This is the one of the kind of platform. And guys, trust me on there is a no one will be heading you. There is a no one will be leading you. Once you are starting your journey from the business development, so that time you are the single person who are taking care for the particular things, your target, your achievements, and your success. It totally depend upon you. And about that, there is a lots of things involved in the business development. but it's a totally documentary things. It's a paperwork, you can just say that. And you can just follow on that. You Google it, what is the business development, what is the sales. You can just start the your like showcase your skill. You can just like from today onward, if you are deciding ki, yes, you want to be like a business development, so definitely you can just start your career. You can just have a point of what exactly you can do it. Improve your LinkedIn connection, try to connect with more and more people, CEO, CTO, decision makers, people, interact with them, try to sharing your thoughts and try to connect with them. So definitely you will get some idea about. And always I'm with you. If you need any kind of fail with the business development things, you can connect with me anytime. And parallelly also connect with on LinkedIn, so I'm already available on LinkedIn. So this is the overall my journey, and what I did in my past, and right now currently working with the as a CMI level organization, where I'm the leading as a Pune division as well as a whole India. So we are selling staffing related services. There's a lots of process in the business development, not only for the product to the product selling, but there is a staffing services, there is a product selling services, there is a HR recruitment services. This is the different kind of services. When you are starting in that, so that you will get the idea of what exactly the different kind of business development leads.
Right.
So
Yeah, thank you so much, Manish. And I hope the students are listening. Like, because actually, I'll just pick up some questions which students had. We took some questions during registrations as well, when the registration of this webinar was going on. So many questions are they came from people those who are actually having tech background, like you have, right? And in that also, like, you have specific in computer science, but people like from civil engineering, mechanical, they normally feel they somewhere feel that how to actually make career in business development. Do we really need to do MBA or BBA, or even having a technical background, we can get into business development? So how will you guide them?
okay, for example, the other stream, like for example, B candidate from the civil as well as the mechanical, electrical. So all of the company are looking like selling their products, right, and generating the business from there. So that time, business development guy will be definitely come into the picture. So you can't say ki, there is one organization they don't have the business and sales team. It is impossible thing for the for any organization, any sector, any stream.
Right. And many of us still confused that, like you already mentioned in starting, like it is like business development is not only that sales. Like many are still people we have seen from BBA, MBA also, despite of going through, because you read a lot of stuff in during your MBAs, in your marketing, in your sales, and then somewhere people think like business development is still that sales, like that traditional sales. You have to go on door to door selling and all those things. So if you can just guide like how a business development is totally, it is not only the sales, but how marketing comes in play.
Right. Ganjit, actually the thing is that ki jo door to door marketing hota, so we are not doing as a door to door marketing
Yes.
for selling the books and this. And I'm damn sure ki if you are doing that thing, so you are the best person and you are the best selling salesperson in the market, because
Right.
जो अपने को सीखने को मिलता है, because when you are interacting with the people, that time you are learning too much things.
Right.
So the door to door marketing भी करना पड़ता है. So there is a kind of learning phase and learning things to you. But most of the things when you are doing your graduation and from the BBA, MCS and MBA, so this is the well educated, well trained candidate. So definitely they will not doing this thing through selling out. There is another candidate, those are like a 12 pass after graduation, before graduation, so they are doing this kind of sales.
Right, right. And there's a question, like as you already mentioned, that IT field is not only restricted to one thing, like only IT, or business development is not only restricted to only one industry or one market. So
Yes.
can you guide students, like what are the emerging industries right now? You already mentioned about SaaS. SaaS is coming like anything in startups. I've seen people getting. So what all areas they can focus on if they really want to pursue the business development? Because we do have people from BBA, MBA. Sakshi itself, who arranged this webinar, she's doing BBA from ASM Group of Institutes. So how do you guide these students towards different market, or what all things to pursue actually,
Okay.
if they want to
For
get
example,
into business development? Yeah.
right. For example, if you're I'm just giving the small example. There is a one organization who are working with the HR. Okay, HR team, otherwise HR recruitment, otherwise staffing services, and You can just over that you can just start as a business development executive. They are hiring some people as a business development executive. It's a totally staffing firm, and they are hiring them some resources like a candidate on their payroll, and they are leasing with their clients. So they are also like a you can just start your career from as a business development over there. For the BBA background, I just want to understand like can you anyone give me an idea what exactly you in the BBA there is a like a profile job profiles are you looking after the BBA?
So maybe Sakshi can answer this. Sakshi, can you answer this question of Manish?
Actually, sir, I wanted to start my own firm. I had done interior designing, and after that, I want to do business development in international business and go abroad and settle there. So I
Okay.
had, yeah.
Yeah, please continue.
So after that, my one of from your college, one of my mommy's friend, his name is. I don't know what is his name. He told me that you do international business. From that, you'll go abroad and you can start your own firm over there. And he said that if not, we will do something here and start our own business. So for that, I was taking
Okay.
international
Sakshi,
business.
that's a good question, and I'm just like giving the one example in that. For example, you are the interior designer. Okay, so most of the organization are looking and hiring for the interior designer. Okay, so you can just do one thing. You can just find the interior designer companies in your location, otherwise where you want to do a job. Okay, you can just find that company and apply over there as an interior business development. Okay, means because interior development designing team also they want to be grow their business, so they are just preferring their background student, those who are expert in the internet, because the client is come in front of them, so definitely they will be asked the related questions. For example, I'm the IT background. Okay, so the client will be asking me, Manish, I want to do an application, I want to develop a website in PHP, Android, or etc. So that time I definitely understand what exactly client want to say. So my background will be definitely impacted that thing to me. And the client acquisition is the great thing, because when we are specifically from same background, so definitely we'll get the chance. And for the international things, now I'm working with the business development manager for the IT sector. So I already connected with the most of the US, UK, Africa, and Dubai related region companies. I'm doing that as a B2B. So most of the decision maker, director, CEO, city, they already connected with me. Maybe they are sometime offering me, "Ki, Manish, can you join us, and you can just relocate over here. We'll give this kind of package." So there is a lots of opportunity will generate over the when we are starting your career job like career into the business development. But you need to be like mostly focus on the particular things. For example, if you are just starting your business career into business development and you are just selling the services in local area, limited only for the Pune, so that time it will be affecting your career. You need to grow, you need to expand yourself. You need to give like a chance to, you can just ask your team ki, sir, can we do the business development and can we sell out services into the international market as well as domestic market. So you will get the chance to showcase your organization ki what exactly you want, because that time you will also learning something.
Right. So I think Sakshi got her answer, because every student are looking towards different industry, different market. Let's take to, like, if we talk about IT also, like, there was a question. There's a because we had people from outside of ASM group also who joined for this were joining for webinar.
Mhm.
Somebody was asking like how to generate leads. So you already mentioned like there are various ways, right? Including having your LinkedIn also. The way you are connecting on LinkedIn, the way you are building up your connections. What else in
Okay.
addition to like communication can be we can actually make use of that channel to generate leads, or what all you feel that channels can help you in good business development practice at your organization?
Okay, that is a good question. I will give you the like a example about the IT sector, because I'm working with IT, so I know about the how to lead generate. We are generating the leads. So there is a different kind of channels. You can just do the LinkedIn. This is the one of the best activity where you can find the data. Second thing is you can use the Google. You can find the people. You can find the companies. After that, attend the events. Your organization will be, if it is the organization is big, they definitely attend in the events. They are participating in the events. So you will get the decision maker, key maker from there. And also when we are generating the leads and talking the leads about, there is a need to do a calling, cold calling to the customer, mass mailing, mail campaigning. This activity will comes into the lead generation. And once the lead will be, for example, what exactly we follow and what is the my role in that organization. uh, we have like a team of 5 people who are generating the lead. Only in my team, I'm talking about my team. There are a total 100 plus business development working in the news. But there are the 5 people who are generating the leads via the events, via the calling, via the mass mail mailing, plus as well as the LinkedIn. They are using LinkedIn. I'm also using LinkedIn. So they are just sharing the lead key. Manish, this is the lead. You need to go ahead. So मुझे उसको आगे लेके जाना है. So that time I'm just calling to the customer. I'm just introducing myself, informing about the organization, what exactly they want. I'm understanding their things, and after that the next process will be followed. And parallelly, I'm doing as a sales lead generation myself, and I'm only doing the lead generation only via the LinkedIn. There is no nothing and another network I'm using only for the LinkedIn I'm generating, because uh, what exactly I'm doing. For example, I'm selling the software services to the customer. So that time I'm just like write noted one message over there. My email ID, my contact already mentioned there. Ki, yes, hi, my name is Manish. We are into the software development. We are providing this kind of services. If you are looking any kind of services, please share your email ID or contact number. So when I'm sending the request to them, so that time I'm just adding note and sending to them. So that time definitely it will be reflect their account. And once they are joining, so I'm sharing the note. Nice to connect with you and be safe, stay healthy. So this is kind of the kindness things I'm doing with them, maintaining the and building the relationship, maintaining the repo with them. When you are and I'm just adding one point is there. Salesperson is the kind of the overall, like in our organization, for example, the 2,500 plus people are working with the Neosoft. But those are customer, like I'm working with the Energy Lab as well as the Sensi Softcon. But the Energy Lab customer already, though I'm just shifting to the energy to the Neosoft technologies, but still my customer base already shifting from the new energy to the Neosoft. This thing will happen because customer will only follow you because how you represent, how you are bonding with them. So this is the key structure, key point with you. If you are maintaining the bonding with the relationship with your clients, so the client will be definitely move forward with you. They are not stuck into the organization. They want to be a service. They want to be like a good relationship with the particular person. So this will be the too much affecting factor in the sales.
Right. And from this only, like I've also seen like in IT field, most of the idea is like in addition to what sales you're making, you have to make sure that your customer is retaining also. Your customer retention is there. You're having that good
Right,
bond with
customer
them.
retention.
Yes, and especially in SaaS where you have subscription charges, you actually don't want to lose. Otherwise, there's no use of getting more sales if you're losing from one end, right? So, like when we talk about customer relationship, also, can you just put some light on like how you can actually business development is one part, and like customer relationship also goes parallelly in IT field because that is you can see a lot of like even Microsoft or Apple nowadays they are opening so many job opportunities for customer relationship managers, customer success. Now there's a new term right now. Like I'm also customer
Got it.
success over here. Right. So how people can like suppose if because business development needs a lot of soft skills, like so two things I would like you to cover over here. One is also into the customer relationship part, how you can see yourself. Secondly, if somebody wants to pick up soft skills, like how to gain that confidence once it is within the organization also, because ideas are really important if you're not speaking out how the business is going to develop. And secondly, how when you're talking to customer, your confidence should be there. You should be confident with your knowledge, whatever knowledge you have, so that customer is not going back. So these two things, because students we so like even you can if you look at back your post graduation, I also look at my masters, we can relate that no student is serious at that time,
Got it.
nobody knows that much of English and that much of confidence corporate language nowadays, like we are into like corporate communication. How will you guide the students in these two things?
ओके गगनजीत, आई ऑलरेडी मेंशन कि मैं जो है मैं 10वीं में 2 बार इंग्लिश में फेल हो चुका हूँ. तो ये आप समझ सकते हो कि इंग्लिश इज नॉट लाइक, अगर आपने इंग्लिश का कुछ ऐसा ईगो बना लिया कि देयर इज अ नीड ऑफ इंग्लिश, सो इट्स नॉट लाइक दैट कि आप अगर बिजनेस डेवलपमेंट एज अ की कस्टमर सक्सेस करते हो, डेफिनेटली यू आर वर्किंग एज अ की सक्सेस मैनेजर, राइट, क्लाइंट सक्सेस
Yes, yeah,
मैनेजर. So
right,
that time there is not necessary कि आपको हर एक client इंग्लिश में ही बात करेगा. But when
exactly,
you are
right.
talking with some clients and they are okay and they are comfortable with their own language, for example, I am talking in Marathi, otherwise I am talking in Hindi, so I am too much comfortable. I am expressing more things. I am like explaining myself what exactly I want to tell them. तो इसका जो है ना, मतलब जो हम बोलते हैं कि इंटरेक्शन होना चाहिए, वो मैटर करता है। अगर आप किसी कस्टमर के साथ बात कर रहे हो, अगर व्हेन यू आर सेंडिंग द मैसेज एंड कि यस वी आर प्रोवाइडिंग दिस टाइप ऑफ सर्विसेज, ऐसा ऐसा ये वो ब्ला ब्ला ब्ला, तो बाद में अगर वो बोलता है कि यस मनीष मुझे ये चाहिए, मुझे ऐसे ऐसे करना है, ऐसे ऐसे बनाना है, बिकॉज मे बी समटाइम ही इज नॉट लाइक, अपना तो ऐसा नहीं कि हर एक कस्टमर अपना वही बैकग्राउंड से होगा, इंग्लिश में बात करेगा, हिंदी में बात करेगा, मराठी में बात करेगा, इट डिपेंड, उसको जो लगता है वो बात करेगा। सो दैट टाइम यू शुड यूज द लाइक मिक्सअप लैंग्वेज, हिंदी मराठी इंग्लिश दो आपको कंफर्टेबल है, उसको कंफर्टेबल है, आप उसको बोलो, आपको जो भी आपको बताना है उसको प्रॉपरली उसके तक पहुंचना चाहिए, सबसे पहली बात।
Exactly.
तो लैंग्वेज का कोई भी ईगो मत करो। एंड सेकंड थिंग है कि आप जैसे भी आगे आगे बढ़ते जाओगे, इन फ्यूचर यू विल डेफिनेटली गेट द कॉन्फिडेंस प्लस आइडिया। एंड देयर इज अ गूगल पे आपको सब चीजें मिल जाएगी, रेडीमेड मटेरियल मिल जाएगा, आपको कुछ नहीं करना है, रॉकेट साइंस उसमें कुछ भी नहीं है। सेकंड थिंग है
Right.
कि मैक्सिमम जो कैंडिडेट है कि जो आप बोल रहे कि सक्सेस क्लाइंट सक्सेस मैनेजर में इसमें क्या करना है, बिजनेस डेवलपमेंट टोटली डिफरेंट। सो क्लाइंट के साथ रेपो बनाने के लिए सबसे पहले क्या होता है कि जब आप उसको, जैसे कि व्हाट्सएप पे हो गया, अभी मैक्सिमम कस्टमर आर कम्स इनटू डायरेक्टली व्हाट्सएप, दे आर जस्ट पिंग ऑन व्हाट्सएप। सो कॉलिंग के टाइम पे उसका जो ओपनिंग स्क्रिप्ट रहता है आप कैसे देते हो, कि जैसे कि हाय माय नेम इज सर, कैसे क्या कर रहे हो, कैसे चल रहा है सर, वर्क फ्रॉम होम है अभी, आप क्या कर रहे हो, थोड़ा परिवार का ध्यान रखिए, ये कीजिए वो कीजिए। सो यू आर जस्ट गिविंग द लाइक ओपनिंग स्किल, आप उसको ओपन कर रहे हैं अच्छी तरह से, उसके साथ बात कर रहे हैं, एक रेपुटेशन बना रहे। ये भी हमेशा ये याद रखने का, when the customer needs something from you otherwise in their mind, for example if anyone want to do like wow like any kind of services, you can just say that services. For example, if any customer want to like I connected with the customer in last year, okay, in last year to last year, okay, but that time I'm just coordinating and he already saved my number, and when he want to some services, some do to something with me, so that time he definitely hammer कि yes मनीष एक बंदा है कि उसके साथ उसके पास हम बात कर सकते हैं, उसके पास एक सॉल्यूशन है। सो अपने उसके दिमाग पे आपको अपने को हावी करना है, उसके दिमाग पे आपको हैमर करके रहना है कि यस आई एम द पॉइंट ऑफ कॉन्टैक्ट, आई एम द शेयरिंग दिस सर्विसेज। तो ये होना चाहिए। जैसे आप उसके साथ रिलेशन मेंटेन करोगे, व्हाट्सएप पे उसको गुड मॉर्निंग गुड आफ्टरनून, कुछ फेस्टिवल आता है तो आपको कुछ विशेष भेजो, पैरेलली उसको पूछते रहो, वीक में एक बार या दो बार उसको पूछते रहो कि सर कैसे चल रहा है, कुछ है क्या हमारे लिए। तो एक रिलेशनशिप, एक बॉन्डिंग मेंटेन रहेगा, क्योंकि कोई भी आपको फर्स्ट कॉल में आपका नंबर तो सेव करने वाला नहीं है। सो यू नीड टू बी लाइक कंटिन्यूसली टच अप विद देम, कि आफ्टर 15 दिन में 30 दिन में उसके साथ एक बार बात करो, उसको पूछो कैसे चल रहा है, क्या चल रहा है, कुछ है या नहीं है। तो इसी की वजह से आपका एक रेपो बिल्डअप हो जाएगा क्लाइंट के साथ।
Right. Yeah. So there's one question also. So I'm picking up questions from the registration. So I request attendees, like I can see there are 40 to 40 participants over here, and you can ask your questions using Q&A, right? So we can pick up questions from here as well if you want to if you want to try to make it very interactive. Meanwhile, I'll just ask you a question. It's a good question by one of the people like who registered. How to strategize and analyze business as well as market related to IT fields. Also, like in addition to this, like how do you keep yourself updated with the market, like what market really needs, right? Because that is important for business development as well. So how would you like to answer this?
Okay. For example, when we how to like checking the market. For example, you're working with a particular team. Like for example, I'm just taking the example of Sakshi. Sakshi is an expert in the interior designer. So definitely there is each and every one, because when you are setting your customer point of focus, like a who which sector you are targeting, so that definitely you will get the idea, because there is a in you are just limited for not only for limited about Pune, Mumbai, and Bangalore. If you're open up for the all kind of things, like for example overall India, so definitely you will get the more chances. If you're stick for yourself in the particular things, you're directly stick with the particular limited things. And second thing is कि आप जो बोल रहे हैं कि जैसे आपको कि मैक्सिमम आपको कस्टमर आपका टारगेट कौन सा है, आपको कौन से बनाना है। जैसे कि आई एम सेलिंग एज अ सॉफ्टवेयर सर्विसेज, तो मुझे पता है कि सॉफ्टवेयर इज ह्यूज इंडस्ट्री। अगर मैं किसी गांव वाले बंदे से पूछूंगा कि यार आपको कुछ बनाना है, तो उसको वेबसाइट उसका बनाना पड़ता है। सो दिस इज द काइंड ऑफ इट टोटली डिपेंड अपॉन योर थॉट्स। आप कैसे सोचते हो उस पर्टिकुलर थिंग्स को, आप कैसे ले सकते हो, कैसे सोच सकते हो, ये आप पे डिपेंड करता है। हर एक बंदे का स्ट्रेटजी अलग अलग होता है, हर एक बंदे का थिंकिंग पावर अलग अलग होता है कि मैं ये कर सकता हूँ तो इसमें भी ट्राई करके देख सकता हूँ। So this is the total different depend upon you. और मार्केट का रिसर्च तो आपको खुद को करना पड़ेगा डेफिनेटली। आपको जब
Exactly.
जैसे आप एंट्री करोगे इसमें तो आपको मार्केट रिसर्च करना ही पड़ेगा। विदाउट मार्केट रिसर्च आपको सबसे पहले क्वेश्चन पूछा जाएगा कि आपके केपीआईज बताइए, केआरएस बताइए कि आप उसमें क्या करने वाले हो विद इन 6 मंथ में। आपको मुझे प्लान दीजिए, क्वार्टरली प्लान दीजिए, एनुअली प्लान दीजिए कि आप क्या क्या करने वाले हो, कौन से एक्टिविटी रन करने वाले हो, कौन सा मार्केट टारगेट करने वाले हो। सो ये तो होने वाला है, आपको वो थोड़ा रिसर्च करना ही पड़ेगा उस पर।
Right, right. So Priyal, he's a student from ASM only. He's there on the panel as well. He's asking what skills are the most crucial to succeed in the IT sector. Like in addition to what we already discussed, like what are the most crucial thing if you want to succeed in IT sector? Like you have seen yourself from operations to getting into business development from past 6 to 7 years. So what do you for like? So what all crucial things you feel that one should actually prepare, especially from the student life itself, if he wants to succeed in the IT field, especially?
Okay, there is a, and in the current market there is a huge demand, huge scope for the IT sector guys who are like a fresher. I'm definitely give one example in that ki if you want to start your career in the IT sector, there is no need to join any class and anything. You can just direct with any startup, small organization. You can just learn how we are working in the IT sector, because we are just pass out in the degree. We are just holding the degree, but we don't have the actual corporate experience. This is the must and important point in that. If you are getting the 6 month, at least 6 month experience in the corporate, so you will get the, definitely you will get the too much confident. Yes, I have the 6 month experience in the corporate industry. How we are like taking the calls with the clients, we are taking the requirement, how we follow the process, agile method, all kind of things you will learn as a parallel. But you need to be have at least 6 to 1 month into 1 year experience into the corporate IR sector. You can start your career with your technology. For example, there is a, if you, for example, I'm just example, मैक्सिमम बंदे बोलते हैं कि यस आई डिड माई इंजीनियरिंग एंड आई एम लुकिंग फॉर अ जॉब। अरे इंजीनियरिंग में भाई कितने सारे फील्ड्स होते हैं, उसमें भी मैकेनिकल अगर पकड़ ले तो मैकेनिकल में कैसे है। सो आपको कौन से इसमें जाना है, जैसे कि आपको ऑटोमेशन में जाना है, आपको लाइन वर्क पे जाना है, आपको एक्चुअल वर्क में जाना है। आईटी में अगर देखा जाए तो देयर इज 80+ टेक्नोलॉजी। सो टेक्नोलॉजीज डिसाइड कीजिए आपको कौन से टेक्नोलॉजी पे करियर करना है। अगर आपको बोलते हैं कि मुझे सेल्स में जाना है तो आप बिजनेस डेवलपमेंट के लिए क्या क्या लगते हैं, क्या क्या स्किल्स है, कि वो भी आप थोड़ा फाइंड आउट करिए, रिसर्च कीजिए, गूगल पे आप उस पर देख सकते हो। एंड उसी पे अनुसार आप आपका जॉब सर्चिंग स्टार्ट कर दीजिए। ऐसा नहीं कि मेरा ग्रेजुएशन हो गया और मैं मुझे सिर्फ जॉब करना है तो कोई भी मिले तो भी चलेगा। जो मैंने गलती की थी, मैं चाहूंगा कि आप लोग मत करो कि मुझे जो भी, लेकिन एट द एंड ऑफ सम टाइम मुझे फाइनेंशियल था तो मैं देख रहा था कि एनी हाउ मुझे कौन सा भी जॉब मिले तो मैं भी कर लूंगा। डजेंट मैटर कि मैं 5 साल पढ़ा हुआ, 5 साल पूरा पोस्ट ग्रेजुएशन आया और उसके उसके बाद में मैंने 2,500 पे मेरा करियर स्टार्ट किया। So that time there is a different things, and now there is a huge platform, there is some guide, there is some mentor to you, they are helping to you. So they'll definitely you can start your career with a small scale. Otherwise you can just first decide where you want to go, where you want to do your career.
Right. There's a question from Poonam. She's asking, so I did MCA right now because of pandemic. Already people or companies wants experience for the job. And my question is how to develop ourselves as per IT sector. So you already mentioned like, it is better to start, go ahead. Don't look at the package or money as of
I
now.
just want to ask to Poonam, in which technology, in which area you want to develop, you can start, you want to start your career.
Wait, what I'll do is I'll just disable, like I'll enable the chat for attendees. Poonam, you can use the chat option now. Just let us know in the chat box your answer. So in which area, like specifically, because IT sector is a huge sector actually, because it is not only IT, we have to get into IT. In IT also there are a lot of things.
Yes.
So which sector you are
So my
actually
question
looking
is to
for?
develop the ourselves as per the IT sector. पूनम, अगर देखा जाए तो
Okay.
एमसीए मतलब ये तो उसमें बहुत सारे थिंग्स है।
Yeah, she's into web development or web designing, she wrote.
Okay, so Poonam, first of all, if you want to do a career in the web designing, so that time you need to be learn UI, UX, React JS, Angular JS, Python, Python and WordPress, Magento. There is a different types of language where you are working with as a web development or web designing things. So this is the technologies comes into the web development, web designing. So you can just first decide in which language are you comfortable and you want to grow. For example, WordPress. WordPress is a quick and easy to learn. Parallelly, Angular and React JS. This is the two much highly demandable languages in the current in the market. So if you learn parallelly, you can just start with like as a WordPress as well as PHP. Meantime, you can just learn as a Angular, React, and you can just put up these things into your CV. So definitely it will be impacted to the other organization. And I agree that most of the companies are asking for the experienced person, but not for everyone. Because I am just giving the example, there is a three types of companies in the market. It's MNC, mid scale and small scale. MNC कंपनी जो भी अपना ओपनिंग रहता है वो ऑलरेडी बोलते हैं जग जाहिर है, वैसे वो सब जगह पे होता ही है. Second thing is a mid-scale organization where they don't want to be pay some amount to the some job portals and posting their ads and taking some CVs. So that time they are just preferring like the LinkedIn, some Google, otherwise sharing the opportunity with their network, their colleague, and they're just asking ki if you anyone is looking for a job, you can just refer them. And the mid-scale company, they don't take a tension and headache for the particular things. They want only one resource. At that time, you need to find out the some companies in your location, in Pune location, and try to connect with them, try to call to the HR, send in the email to them, and connect with the via LinkedIn and asking them ki, is there any opportunity for particular things. Definitely they will be hiring some candidate for the same. So this is the three kind of companies in the market.
Right. There's a question by Kiran. Like, I want to complete my dual specialization in business analytics and marketing. So is it like work good? Will it work good in the future?
Sorry, can you repeat once again?
So Kiran is asking, like, I want to complete my dual specialization in business analytics and marketing. So dual specialization, like, so he's picking up two subjects basically. So will it? So he's asking like whether it will be a good thing in future and whether it is having a scope in IT sector.
Yeah, definitely. Business analytics, there is a huge demand in the market. Parallelly, you can do in the marketing and for the particular specialization. Guys, there is a each and every sector, each and every department, each and every technology, there is a huge market in the, because the thing is that we are not going and we are not touching with them. So that's why we are a little bit confusing कि इसको future है या नहीं है. अगर फ्यूचर नहीं होता तो वो चीज मार्केट में आती ही नहीं है. हर एक चीज को फ्यूचर है, हर एक जो एजुकेशन है उसको हर एक बंदे को वैल्यू है, but we need to reach with them.
Right. There's a question by Shovik, like, suppose I'm taking up marketing and HR as specialization for MBA. So how can we prepare for IT sectors? Rather, how can we shift my career to IT fields with my specialization?
Why he want to switch their career? Because he already doing the HR and MBA marketing, right?
Yes.
So, for example, I'm just giving the example. And Neosoft is a staffing company. There is a Teamlist. There is a Infosys, Wipro. All kind of companies are doing the staffing services. Like a staffing means they are just hiring resources on their payroll and dealing with their client, international client. So that time they are like looking at the MBA HR, and already he did the HR in HR, right?
HR in marketing, yeah. MBA and HR in marketing.
HR in marketing. So that time definitely they are look out the hiring some techie guy, as well as you can just conduct the interviews. There is a huge demand. There is no need to, because you can apply in IT company. You will definitely get the chance for the particular thing. There is no need to switch into your career into the IT. This is the kind of switching, indirect switching. You can just say that indirect switching. You can just apply in the try to apply in the IT companies, and because you are not taking the any kind of technical round, you are just introducing asking the introduction with the clients, candidates, and taking some basic information from them. And final there is a salary negotiation point, you are involving that. So there is a first like a recruiter, second is a means, for example, a normal HR, there is a technical, and the final is the HR generalist who is asking like a salary negotiation, HR manager. All these things will come under the particular role.
Right. So actually, I've seen normally like what happens, like people think that if I have to get into IT field, then I literally need a computer science or something. Despite
No,
like, because it's a company only. Yeah, it's a company only. They also need HR. They also need admin stuff. Like in that also you have talent acquisition, which takes care of the technical rounds. Otherwise, HR has its own job actually. So you don't, if you are having MBA, HR and marketing, you don't have to worry of the industry and all. You can anytime switch into IT as well, because your job is going to be remain same. You have to pick up people only.
The thing is that MBHR, for example, MBHR वाला बंदा भी होगा तो उसको मार्केटिंग करता आना चाहिए. जैसे कि उसके कंपनी को उसको बेचना है, उसको रिसोर्स लाना है, बंदे हायर करने, तो उसको उसका कंपनी का मार्केटिंग ही करना पड़ रहा है.
Exactly,
काइंड ऑफ अगर उसको मार्केटिंग आएगा तभी जाके वो बंदा उसकी कंपनी को, ऑर्गेनाइजेशन को ज्वाइन करेगा. अगर एचआर का इंप्रेशन ही नहीं होगा तो कोई उसको ज्वाइन नहीं कर पाएगा.
Right, so maybe that is the reason nowadays people are picking up dual specialization, like they are doing both marketing and HR. Obviously, people don't realize that even company do marketing when they're looking for people. Like they actually promote themselves that we have a good working culture and we have this, we have that, right? So that is again helping the organization only in marketing, right?
Got it.
So as of now, the current situation is concerned, because of this COVID, a lot of jobs have been. You were mentioning about something like before we started a webinar. Can you like throw some light on that same thing? Like what all
Okay.
opportunities you were mentioning, right?
Guys,
As a
actually,
part of
the
new
thing is
software.
that, guys, actually, the thing is that I'm working with some job seekers, and we already developed a platform. It's a job for all. It's totally free platform where, because when I'm selling my services as a working with the Newsoft, and the company is already connected with the Maximum HR. I already connected with the CEO, CTO. So that time they are posting some opportunity on the LinkedIn. So that time I'm just tagged with some friend who are looking for a job, particular thing like HR, kind of business development, IT. So they are connected with us, and already maintaining like a repo with them. So they are just, for example, I'm referring some candidate to you, like Gaganjit want to join some another organization. So that time I'm referring and tag with the Gaganjit. So definitely the team will be taking care of the Gaganjit. They are coordinating with Gaganjit for their job, because this is the kind of totally as a network and as a professional network. And parallelly, those opportunity posting on the LinkedIn, so I'm sharing with the WhatsApp. There is like a 30,000 plus people will follow with me on Facebook as well as the WhatsApp, and we are sharing the continuously. In pandemic, we placed like a 450 plus candidates, and it's continue. Those are updated to us only for the 450, but it's a more than 1,000 plus candidates are placed in the pandemic. Throughout the pandemic, it's not only for the particular graduation people, but undergraduate, graduate, all kind of sector, all kind of domain people will be placing out over there. And still we are working on that same. Already Maximum new channel already cover up our news, what exactly we did in the pandemic. So in future, once you are done your graduation, degree, diploma, so that time you can just connect with us. Ki Manish, I want a job, I'm looking for a job. So definitely I'm just as an aggregator and mediator between you and company. So there, for example, I'm not doing anything like a bypass and taking some charges. This is the total depend upon you. I'm just, and also I'm not doing the spoon feeding to you. I will give the right way. Ki you can just start searching job, like for example, job searching technique. I'm just teaching to the candidate how to job search in particular location. For example, अभी पूनम ने क्वेश्चन पूछा था कि he did the MCA and he looking for a job in web development. So पूनम को एक काम करना है कि उसके एरिया में, उसके लोकेशन में how many companies are located in the हर एरिया. फॉर एग्जांपल चिंचवड में रहती है तो चिंचवड में कितने कंपनीज है. So you can just find out the companies list, call with them, connect with their HR via LinkedIn, via email, taking the follow up on email, plus calling with the particular guy who's connected with the HR. उसके साथ फॉलो करो, उसको कनेक्ट करो, उसके पास रेज्यूमे भेजो, सीवी भेजो. सो आपको 100%, जैसे कि फॉर एग्जांपल व्हेन वी आर अप्रोचिंग लाइक 100 कंपनीज, दैट टाइम यू विल गेट द 5 to 7 कंपनी विल बी रीचिंग आउट विद यू कि यस वी आर हायरिंग फॉर द सेम. सो डेफिनेटली विद इन डेली बेसिस you need to apply like a 30 to 40 jobs in daily basis. So that will, after that within a week you will get the 3 to 4 interview calls. So maximum interview call जब आप अटेंड करोगे, maximum interview जब अटेंड करोगे, that time you will get the chance to ज्वाइन सम ऑर्गेनाइजेशन. अगर आपके पास स्किल्स है, आपके परसेंटेज अच्छे है, सब कुछ अच्छा है, ये मैटर नहीं करता है. जब आपके पास अगर स्किल्स भी है, सब चीज है, लेकिन आपके पास इंटरव्यू का कॉल ही नहीं है, तो आपको स्किल का वो चीजों का आपको कुछ फायदा नहीं होगा इन फ्यूचर में भी.
Exactly. Right. So as we are left with 10 minutes only, or 9 minutes only, like before we go
Yes.
towards and conclude this webinar, actually I wanted to like now like just keep aside the main topic, and I wanted you to throw some light and motivate especially the alumni community. Like today you have come up and giving guidance to the students and fellow alumni. There are fellow alumni also in attendees. So how do you appeal to other alumni community to come back like this and give back in terms of giving webinars or job opportunities or internship opportunities? Because we feel that, because sometimes I feel if I had something from my alumni coming back, and so I would have been growing like anything. Because when your seniors are doing well, then why to find people over? So I've shared your LinkedIn actually link also on the chat so that people can connect with you. I've already
Definitely.
shared your LinkedIn URL. So I would like you to appeal, because today, like on panel, the students are there. They're working really hard as a part of student alumni coordinators. They're reaching out to alumni. They're calling them. They're getting connected to them that please come for webinar, and they're doing really doing a very great job. So I would like you to also appeal to the alumni community, because we are recording this, we'll be sharing this through social media channels, and your appeal will actually get back more alumni to the college and help them out.
डेफिनेटली द थिंग दैट गगनजीत मैक्सिमम जो बंदे जो भी एलुमनी में है जो भी बाहर आए हुए कॉलेज से so they don't have that much of public speaking skills, so that time they are be some hesitate to attend and join some webinars and participate with over there. So I just want to give us like a request to you. You can just arrange the webinar in their own language, own particular, because maybe sometimes they are not comfortable with English and all these things, so that time they will be not interested in that particular things. But if you are arranging like a Marathi, Punjabi, as per the college, as per the location wise, they definitely join us. And parallelly, maximum people already those are in my batchmate and college mate already working with some MNC, big MNCs. They will definitely share their for the security kind of profiles, networking kind of profiles. They already join with their organizations. They will be share their thoughts and their what exactly they want to be like. Maybe they are hiring some people. Their organization will be hiring some people. They will be guide with them, and most of the college students will get the placement via this network. So it is a beneficial to all of you, and I will request you to maximum candidates जो भी आप जैसे कॉलेज छोड़ने के बाद मैक्सिमम बंदे अपने अपने रास्ते पे लग जाते हैं, उनका फैमिली हो गया, सब चीजें वो देखने लग जाते हैं, बट पैरेलली वी नीड टू बी गिव इट टू सम टाइम एंड सम थिंग्स टू द सोसाइटी. सो वो ध्यान में रखते हुए मैक्सिमम अपन अपने पास जो है वो बांटने की कोशिश करें. एंड द सेकंड थिंग इज दैट जो भी बंदे जो फेल होते हैं, जैसे कि ग्रेजुएशन हो गया, पोस्ट ग्रेजुएशन हो गया, तो हमारे टैगलाइन है कि सक्सेस कम्स फ्रॉम एक्सपीरियंस एंड एक्सपीरियंस कम्स फ्रॉम बैड एक्सपीरियंस. आपको सक्सेस तभी मिलेगा जब आपको खराब एक्सपीरियंस आएगा. जैसे कि आई ऑलरेडी टोल्ड यू कि मैं 10th में 2 बार फेल हो चुका हूँ, बट स्टिल इट नॉट लाइक दैट कि मैं फेल हो चुका मतलब करीब मेरी लाइफ वहां पे स्टक हो गई. सो दिस इज द लाइक ईच कॉइन हैज अ टू साइड. सो ये अप्स एंड डाउन आते रहेंगे. सो इट्स नॉट, डोंट वरी अबाउट दैट. यू कैन जस्ट फोकस ऑन योर करियर and parallelly I'm there. If you need any kind of fail, you can just ask me. If you're like, for example, you are fail and you want to be like do a job due to some family crashes and some financial conditions, you can connect with me. I will give you some references with the HR. They will be take you. You can just join over there and you can start your career as a financial stability. And no कौन सा भी जॉब आप करोगे तो it's not like that कि आपको वो कुछ देगा नहीं, आपको कुछ सिखाता नहीं है. When I was starting my career into the business development as a BPO in Amazon process, email and chat process, as well as some. So that time I'm also handling the domestic call, Indian call for the Amazon. So I learned की listening skill. मतलब जो भी बंदे आपको गाली भी देता है, so you need to be like have some patience. You need to be understand their emotions, their feelings, why they are too much hyper, why they are like reacting acting with this kind of things. So आपको उनको भी टैकल करना है, उनको भी अंडरस्टैंड करना है, उनके ऊपर भी आपको ध्यान देना है. आपका जो आप बात करते हो उसका आपको स्किल का एक प्रेजेंटेशन आ जाता है. सो दिस इज द काइंड ऑफ आई ट्रस्ट ऑन दैट कि ये मेरा टर्निंग पॉइंट है. वहां से मैं बहुत सारी चीजें सीखा हूँ. उसी की वजह से मैं आज मार्केटिंग में आ चुका हूँ. इसी की वजह से मैं आज बिजनेस डेवलपमेंट करता हूँ. इसी की वजह से मैं आज मैक्सिमम बंदों के साथ कोऑर्डिनेशन करता हूँ. दैट्स व्हाई दे आर फॉलोइंग विद मी एंड आई एम डूइंग द सम डिफरेंट काइंड ऑफ थिंग्स टू द जॉब सीकर्स एज वेल एज द सोसाइटी. दोज आर लाइक कमिंग टू द मार्केट बिकॉज आई एम टू मच पुअर बैकग्राउंड. So it's not like that ki I have Mercedes and all these things. I'm totally from you can just say as a farmer background. And after that I have just built up this only for totally for me and myself. There is no one will involve into me कि मनीष तू ये कर वो कर. जो भी किया मैंने खुद पे किया. फेल भी हुआ तो खुद ही हुआ, उस पे सीखा, और सक्सेस भी हुआ तो आज मैं आपके साथ में जो हूँ वो उसकी वजह से है.
Right. So thank you so much, Manish, and it's really inspiring looking at you, the way you shared your journey and the way you talked about, like, it is not only about the failures, you have to see your failures as a learning outcomes, right? And like, this is the reason I normally tell, because the student team of ASM group is under me. I sometimes, they ask me during the, like, initially they were asking, like, why are we doing this program, why this alumni student interaction is there, and what is the reason. So this is the reason you can see today, because you are looking at your alumni.
And no, I really appreciate you, and you guys are doing the great job and great help to the job seekers and to the upcoming batch, because they know, they definitely know the idea and thoughts and experience with them, because definitely they will start something. If they are there, exactly, they don't know how to do, because of us they are doing that things.
Right. So before we just wind up, there's actually Kaustav is asking a question. So I just don't want to miss this out. Kaustav is a new student alumni coordinator. He joined like 2-3 days back in the group itself. He's a new team member. He's asking how to develop soft skills during a bachelor's degree. How exactly to start your journey in corporate sector. Like he's mostly into startup things. So he's asking if you want to do a startup in that industry and you don't have that particular knowledge required like about that industry, but then how to develop your soft skills when you're in bachelor's and then pursue your journey in the corporate.
Okay, the thing is that for the related to soft skill, I मतलब मैंने तो उसके रिगार्डिंग कोई भी क्लासेस वगैरह कुछ किया नहीं है, बट दोज आई लर्न जो भी मेरे एनवायरनमेंट था, जो भी मैं जॉब कर रहा था, उसकी वजह से मैं जब आई फ्रैंकली स्पीकिंग नियर अबाउट 100+ इंटरव्यू ऑलरेडी फेल्ड. सो जैसे भी मैं इंटरव्यू में जाता था, सो आई डोंट नो कि उसके पास क्या क्वेश्चन पूछा जाएगा, बिकॉज समटाइम आई एम अनेबल टू अंडरस्टैंड व्हाट एग्जैक्टली दे वांट टू बी से. तो दैट टाइम मैं सिर्फ उसको सुनता था, हाँ या ना में उसका आंसर देता था, उसको मैं रिजेक्ट कर देते, घर पे आता था. उसके बाद मैं आई एम जस्ट रिसर्चिंग ऑन दैट व्हाई व्हाट क्वेश्चन शी आस्क्ड मी. तो तब जाके मैं रिसर्च किया कि उसने मुझे ये क्वेश्चन पूछा था, ये तो मुझे आता था. तो आई एम जस्ट रिसर्चिंग एंड डूइंग द गूगल कि यस इसका आंसर क्या होना चाहिए. आई एम प्रेफरिंग द इंडिया बिग्स tutorial point. This is the website I'm learning and learn how to crack the interviews, how to coordinate with the other peoples. English newspaper हो गया. पैरेलली आप उसको आपका जो भी आप पढ़ते हो, जो भी करते हो, आप यू कैन जस्ट स्टैंड अप इन फ्रंट ऑफ द मिरर एंड यू कैन जस्ट रिपीट दैट सेंटेंस, दैट थिंग्स टू इन फ्रंट ऑफ द मिरर. So you will get the confidence as well as the soft skill. Soft skill, it's not like that only you need to be speaking and talk in only in the English. This is not called a soft skill.
Exactly.
It include all. It include all the things. For example, definitely English is the point of contact language, but you can just, it's not like that you can just do the ego and soft skill means only for the English, only for the English. It's not like that. You can do as your own language. You can just improve. अगर आप आपकी खुद की लैंग्वेज में अगर कंफर्टेबल नहीं होगे तो बाकी के लैंग्वेज में आप क्या कंफर्टेबल होगे, क्या कंफर्टेबल होगे काम करोगे. आई एम फ्रैंकली स्पीकिंग, जब मैं कस्टमर के साथ डील करता हूँ, सो डेफिनेटली एक अपने 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 तरफ का एक टोन होता है, अपना एक बॉन्डिंग बनता है. जैसे कि फॉर एग्जांपल अगर मैं यहाँ पे महाराष्ट्र के क्लाइंट के साथ टचअप करता हूँ, सो दैट टाइम आई एम गिविंग द रेफरेंस कि यस सर, आई एम बिलोंगिंग फ्रॉम दिस विलेज, this taluka, this district. So definitely we'll get in some one bonding. So that time दो जो कस्टमर अपने साथ इंग्लिश में बात करता है वो डायरेक्ट अपनी लैंग्वेज में आ जाता है, जैसे मराठी में बात कर रहा है. अगर कोई पंजाब का होगा, कोई अहमदाबाद का होगा, तो दैट टाइम आई एम गिविंग द अनदर रेफरेंस कि यस सर, आई ऑलरेडी विजिटेड टू अहमदाबाद. सो कहाँ पे विजिट किया था, तो उसको वो एक खुल जाता है, उसके साथ एक अच्छी तरह से बॉन्डिंग बनता है. वो अपने को उसके पास का, उसके करीबी का दोस्त समझने लगता है. सो दिस इज द key success of the business development and sales and soft skill. This involve all these things, not only for the English and English.
Right. So we are done with our 1 hour of webinar today. Thank you so much, Manish. Thank you so much for taking out time, and thank you so much thank you so much to the student team as well, and for arranging this wonderful webinar. We have just started with the first webinar. There are many webinars lined up in the next weekends also. So I was telling, like Costa was asking how to develop soft skills. I said, like, today I'm moderating. From next webinars, one of you start moderating. That is how once you'll talk to your own alumni, right? You will actually, because it is not only like what you said, it's not only about English, right? The important part is to complete the communication, because if there's a communication gap, there's no use of English as it, right? Because the other person is not able to understand as it. So that is what I hope you have learned, like all the participants and students out over here, you have learned a lot from this session. Thank you so much, Manish, and thank you everyone for joining today's session.
Thank you, team, and thanks Gaganjit, and thanks for all team and all joining. And best luck for your future. If you need any kind of help, you can just ping me on LinkedIn. I'm totally available for you.
Right.
Thank you, team.
So thank you so much, Manish. I've already shared attendees. We have already shared the link with you. You can actually click on that link and get connected to Manish through LinkedIn. Right. Thank you all. Thank you so much. We are signing off for this session.
Right. Thank you. Bye bye. Take care.
Bye bye.